approve the February 5th meeting minutes. Can I get a
I'll
motion?
make that motion.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Next is the March 5th meeting minutes.
I'll make that motion. We approve the March 5th meeting minutes.
Second.
Second. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Sweet.
Okay, deposits, our treasurer's not here, I don't know, Lynn, do you know, had there been any deposits made? These balances, I was gonna say that there was a check from soccer, which was probably deposited.
I think he did last
We did
meeting.
that, we did
Yeah,
that.
last meeting, then there was the softball one, which was written out incorrectly, and I got that one fixed, so.
You did send me an email, and I don't remember what it was.
That one might have been around $1,100, so.
Holden?
Is that
Holden one? Or is that the soccer you're talking about?
No, that's not the soccer I'm talking about. I haven't gotten that check. I was wondering, so there wasn't any checks in the mailbox today, Lynn, when you were there?
No, I just
The
wanted.
guy had said he had a check, and I said, you can either drop it off at my house, and I gave him the address here, and I never heard from him. I'm also not sure if they've used it yet. Because the first week they were supposed to use it.
That was what, Sunday?
No, well, that was that time you called me, and it was very wet.
Oh, yeah.
They weren't gonna use it. And then, the Sunday after, which was last Sunday, a week ago yesterday, they were supposedly gonna use it, but I think it was kinda rainy. I don't remember what that weather was like. And then yesterday was pretty wet in the afternoon, so I don't know if they've used it,
Okay.
but, I will follow up with them. So the field account has $9,801.07. Rec account, $50.45.
I'm looking to see if he, I don't know if he sent me a text or an email, I'll look for it,
All
but,
right. Well, you took these as of today, right?
yeah.
So these should be accurate.
Well, if the deposit wouldn't show in
If it was made prior? Why?
because they reconcile the bank statement when it comes in.
Oh. Oh, so this is a bank statement. This is based on a bank statement.
That's based on my records, but I always check my records against their records, but we meet too early in the month for the deposits to appear.
Oh, I see, okay. And $536.37 in the Pride Park account.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
At one point, we had gone to Anita to find out if we could get some more money put into Pride Park. And I thought they were gonna do some type of a fix. You remember that conversation?
I do. I don't remember. Hold on. Let me, do you remember when we had that conversation?
It's a while ago. Do you remember what the
I don't. Why don't I just talk to her
talk
again?
to her again?
Yeah,
I mean,
because I don't remember what that was.
I don't know whether we're gonna have to get mulch this year or not. We
We're gonna have to get
put
what?
like $3,500 in there last year of mulch, in the Pride Park.
Oh, I don't think so.
You think it's gonna be all right this year, or?
We're just gonna move it around. We did it 2 years in a row, so we'll just.
Yeah, I think we did it twice, like two times pretty close to each other.
January- Well, no, we paid for it in January. That was the confusion. We did it the fall, but we didn't pay for it till January.
Oh.
So it almost looked like we did it twice in the same year.
Oh, okay.
But we did it 2 different years, but I think we'll be fine. We'll just.
But it was like 100 yards, wasn't it?
It was a lot.
It was 2 loads.
It was much more than we originally anticipated, whatever
It's
it
still
was.
way lower than what they tell me is supposed to be there, but I don't think we can ever get to those levels
All right.
financially.
Yeah, that's my only concern. If we have to do that again, we need some money, so.
Yeah, okay. Any question on the balances? I don't have anybody answer them anyway. Let's see. On the bills, so we have bills here, we just updated one of them to take off a bill that wasn't ours, so these can get signed now.
Deposited, softball check deposited $1,320.
Okay.
That plus on here, or is that already
Yes,
in
It's
there?
not in there, because I didn't, I forgot.
How much
all
was it?
about Softball. It doesn't say if it's women's or. it
No,
must
this
be
was,
girls,
this
'cause
was
women's-
youth, this was youth
women's-
softball, yeah. Women's haven't paid yet, they haven't determined how many teams they're having, and
How much was it, Lynn?
$1,320.
that actually brings me to a point, I'll wait till we get to the permits to discuss, but
All right, we're all set with that.
I think we're all set on that. So I have a couple permits. Do you have, the other one you were talking about?
Steve.
Just the one I sent you. The muster one.
Oh, I didn't print it. Let me pull it up. We actually have two permits to discuss virtually tonight. The other one is summer basketball. All right, so we have the West Boylston Fire Department. Looking for the Wachusett Muster League, June 16th, 9 AM to 5 PM in the town common area. So if I could get a motion to approve this, I can
I'll
then
make a motion.
print it out and sign it
I'll make a
later.
motion to that. effect.
Oh, I should add street closure from 10 AM to 4 PM. Jeff, do you want to print this and have Butch and Dennis sign
Chief.
it first? Seeing how it's going to definitely involve them?
Yeah, so Chief Welsh and Chief Medic have been in contact already.
All right,
So detail officers have been hired. Central Street is going to be closed, I believe, from 12 to right about the library.
June 16th. Okay,
And yes, I can get that printed out, and I'll be around to get signatures.
all right, perfect. Any other questions on that? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I also was in conversation with John Petro today. He's getting signatures, but he sent me a picture of the permit so that we could at least verbally approve it, and I can sign it later. It's for summer basketball. This is the basketball courts at Goodale Park, 6:18 to 8:2, from 5 to 8:30. I believe it's Monday through Friday,
Yeah, it's good.
different ages on different days.
Yep.
So if I could get a motion to
I'll make
approve
that
that.
motion.
A second?
Second.
Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
I now have another one from the It's a Celebration Committee.
Just for the fireworks?
Yeah, fireworks and music, 6 o'clock PM to 10:30.
When did they decide it? What date?
May 26th.
That Memorial Day weekend?
26th.
That Memorial Day
It's
weekend?
not on here.
Memorial Day weekend.
I don't know.
Correct.
Yeah, the 26th would be.
26th.
Oh, here it is. 26th, yeah. Rain date of the 27th.
Saturday.
Yeah.
They didn't get any resistance with that.
Butch, you want to sign this while you're here?
Yeah, sure.
It's got,
I already signed the basketball one.
did you sign that one? Okay.
See me about that one.
All right, good. Yeah, he did say that he was going to get the chief's signature.
Was that May?
May 26th, yeah.
He's the shooter cop, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was, actually, I don't know if you were here, he was a former Parks Commissioner as well.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he told me that. He was in my office for quite a while the other day.
All right, can I get a motion on the It's a
I'll make the
Celebration?
motion.
Second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
would be nice if, I don't know how these old forms keep showing up.
A lot of them around.
I also have another permit that I'm gonna hold off on approving, because I think, Butch, you may or may not know about this one. You didn't sign it, but I wanna say this came from Kerry. I'm curious if this is the same one, because they're looking for the high school football practice field to be used.
That was a while ago, right?
The date is 4/11 on it, but the problem is it's for Mountain Club Soccer, and I'm looking at the dimensions, and there was a lot of conversation about the dimensions, and these dimensions are bigger than what the field is, so I'm pretty sure they don't need it.
Well, we delivered the goals up there, they were gonna use it for practice, but without.
Yeah, I think that's still gonna be needed.
Okay. the goals
Because
are-
of youth soccer, we can talk about that a later part of the agenda, because we have all kinds of issues with Mixter being closed. So that's probably gonna be needed. So I'm gonna hold off on this. I guess, you know, if it turns out that this was needed to be approved, I can do it as a chair. But other than that, I don't think we need to
So
approve this.
what are they going to do? They want to use the football practice field?
They were looking to use the football practice
Or
field.
the
because-
football field?
No, the practice one, the new one up on the top, because of a shortage of a field somewhere.
For a game or just practice?
Games, like regularly. And it turns out, that's when you went up to measure for me, it wasn't big enough.
No, it's not wide enough. I mean,
It's
you
not-
could probably get the length you need out of it.
No, it's not, and they need 300 feet, so it's not big
No, but I
enough.
told you there's more grass on.
Well, yeah, but I don't know, right,
You know,
yeah.
it goes uphill a little bit.
So I think they were going elsewhere. So I think that's all of that. Now we're on to Butch, the swing gate by the softball field. So we had that quote from last meeting.
We do, do you wanna go forward with that, or
Yeah, I already told
Patriot?
Patriot to go ahead and do
Okay,
it.
yeah, they're also scheduling the police department, too. I don't think they really started going yet.
Well, he hasn't got his residential crew up here. He's
Right.
down in East Overshoot doing solar
Okay.
farms.
So did you tell him that we wanted it pushed back and not right up against the sidewalk?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, he knows. I met him there, showed him what we wanted.
okay.
We're still waiting on the fields to dry up. It's been raining a lot lately. It goes for the backstop, it goes for woodland netting. Concession stand stairs, is that still on something we want to do?
Yeah, we had it slated for the springtime.
Okay, so we'll get on that one. We painted the A-field dugouts, and we painted the softball shed windows and doors.
Looks great.
So those are done?
Yep. Gazebo lights, I still working on that one. Catch basin, still working on that one. And that's it.
All right, one new item that I was texted today by a parent of a senior in high school. The scoreboard isn't working at the baseball field. It was flashing zeros on one side.
Okay.
So if we
Did
could,
they say when that was happening?
I asked Timmy
I don't
that
know.
too. Somebody had left it on. That's what it was
Because
doing.
I didn't hear about it. I kind of wonder if Tim fixed it. No?
no, the text I got was today during a
Okay.
game, so I doubt it's fixed.
Where is it, A-field?
No, the high school field.
High school baseball.
The,
Oh,
yeah.
And Timmy said that's what happens when you leave it on. There is a light that's constantly on, showing that the power is on to it. But this thing here was showing a zero. But Timmy said somebody had left it on.
Yeah.
And he shut it off and everything was fine. So unless
Check.
somebody left it
When
on.
was that?
just check with him. Woody.
Yeah, I'll check with Timmy tomorrow.
This week.
Okay.
And the other one I had was, we all set with Woodland? You want to do trees? At the islands? Because we graded them
Yeah.
off, we pulled out the trees.
I think we already voted that.
I kind of thought you did too. Timmy was telling me today that he thought you wanted to do something else, and I said, geez, not that I heard of, so.
No, and I think we wanted to then mulch it and use the money from the accident to do some of that work.
Trees and mulch.
Purchase anything.
Well,
Get
we
the
got the trees.
low-growing trees, Butch.
Yeah.
What's that?
Low-growing trees.
Well, I put in what we got at the nursery, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, now that's gonna start blocking that traffic again, going out.
Well, these will be high trees.
No, these
These will
will
be
be-
maple trees and
Yeah.
that type of tree.
As long as we keep them trimmed.
Well, once they grow high, they won't be, you'll be able to see under them.
That's all I want.
Yeah, okay.
That's all I want.
If we can't, we can trim branches.
Yeah, you can.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta keep them up high so that we can see going in and out.
Yeah.
Are those trees in the way up at Mixter?
We're gonna go look at that. Timmy asked me that today, and I said, well, let's get up there and get our trees out of there before they're not gonna be in the way of the construction, I don't think, but we may have trouble getting them at some point, so we
I
would,
mean, even if they wanted to use some of them to do up there, you
they're
know,
looking at it, yeah, they're looking at it.
it'd be better to get those out of there.
Yeah.
Because they're not planted, they're in balls and we
Yeah.
just buried them.
We need to put them somewhere.
I don't know, we better grab them first. There aren't that many. A lot of them are dead.
Yeah, there's probably 50 up there.
50? No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I'll bet
Last I
you
heard there
there's
was over 50. We took a few last year for a couple places, but I think there's quite a few left. Maybe some of them are dead, but,
Yeah, there's a few that are dead.
yeah.
But I don't think you get 50, but,
Well, there's a lot.
yeah.
I don't know the exact count, but
All right,
Which, I didn't hear you, did the gazebo lights and plugs, has anybody done anything on those?
no, I haven't. I'm kind of low on
All
cash right
okay,
now.
not a problem.
A fix coming in, so I'll have some money shortly, hopefully.
okay.
And flags. I don't know if we want to add that. We got a bill here for flags
For what?
for the town. And,
Oh, from the fire chief?
well, either he has no money, we have no money, you have no money.
I will have. I mean, if you're out of money, come town meeting, if everything goes well, I'll have money.
So you want us to hold on to this and,
If you can't pay it, sure.
okay.
Hang on to it.
I mean, we could pay
When is
it.
the town meeting, the 21st?
Yeah, 2 weeks from tonight.
I don't like using fees for paying for flags.
Yeah, no, that's fine. It's,
All right,
So hold off on for now?
You want me to hold this, Linda, or you want to take
I
it?
would. No, I have a minute copy too, but I can take that if you need.
and Gary had a question on the, it's kind of another item further down, it's not really mine, but the Goodale Park sign. If I can get stickers that match the size of that emblem that's on there, one side, it's like a town emblem, but it's kind of all cracked. The other side's almost perfect, but it's the same story. The one side of the sign is kind of
Yeah.
falling apart, and the other side looks good. It's good, southern exposure versus the northern exposure.
I had talked to Connor Sign about that, and they were gonna give us some decals that would go on there.
Right, that's what Gary had said. So if we can get one the right size, we'll just put it right on there, and it should last us a couple more years anyway.
They're the same seals that's on the
There are other
trucks.
places where we're missing them too. For some reason, those original seals weren't.
I'm fairly sure he can make whatever size we want.
The stuff the way he's doing them now, they last a lot longer. I'll talk to Luke about it. You know, do we need them on both sides or just one side?
No, really, one side looks fine. It's the other, for some reason, I think it's the southern exposure, where the sun hits it, is all cracked. The other side looks fine.
Yeah, we might as well do both, right?
You could, but like I said, the one on the other side looks brand new. But I mean, for the cost of a sticker, we can do both. I mean,
Let's do both.
yeah.
all right. I do have a new item brought to my attention by Jeff. The porta potty at Woodland needs to be moved. I don't know if that's a Butch thing. or-
Where do you want to put it?
Well, it's, I
I
guess,
think it just needs to be shifted a little bit. It's actually sitting like on a
Oh, it's-
root ball, and even my son that weighs 50 pounds goes on it, and it's tilting everywhere.
It's like a ride.
So even if it's moved over 3 feet, next time they come to clean it,
Maybe we can do that. We don't have to call them for that.
Just shove a
well,
rock
they
on one
won't,
side.
they won't move it around after, like when they clean it and stuff? They leave it where it
They
is?
probably could, but it's no big deal, just,
What they
they're not that
normally do is
heavy.
just shove a rock under one of the
Just
legs.
jockey it around and get it stable.
Is that chained to the fence too?
I don't know, I heard they chained the other ones, some of the other ones.
I think Woodland needs to be chained because that always flips, somebody tips that
That
over.
one I haven't had a problem with, it's just the one at the girls softball field for some reason. Last year, like 3 times it got flipped. But it's the only one that, as far as I know, that got flipped.
Flipping's okay. We're not getting charged for flips this year.
Flip insurance?
No, that was the quote of the new company.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
I can call Mike and have him
You
take
should give me that
care of
guy's
it when he
number,
cleans
too.
it Wednesday.
You should give me that guy's number at some point, too. Just so I can, in case I need to call him during the day. Unless you want me to just call you.
You can if you want. Mike Cove,
Okay.
508.
Mm-hmm.
523 2671. That's his cell number.
Okay.
And he can do that for you when he's up there Wednesday. You want to just call him and tell him that.
Let's make it,
Tell him it's doing the rock and roll up there.
when you doing the basketball courts?
25th of June.
You need anything from us?
No, I don't think so. They're pretty self-contained.
How long do you think it takes?
They're gonna take the whole week. They're doing both
What am
basketball
I gonna do
and,
for like locking it and
yeah,
stuff?
we're gonna have to lock it up, but you can't lock the whole thing up. You're gonna make sure they have a key because they're gonna have to get in there.
All right, well, I'll touch base with them when they get here.
But they're gonna do both courts, weather permitting. I
Both
mean, you gotta-
basketball, or, you doing tennis courts too?
Doing the tennis courts too.
Good. Should be good.
You got some cracks in the asphalt, so it really doesn't need to be painted, but the only way you're gonna get rid of those cracks is to seal them up, so.
Oh, they're nice courts.
Do you mind hanging out just for a few minutes, just in case any of this stuff is you? So the open space and rec plan, I haven't heard anything. You couldn't make the last meeting either, could you?
But there was nothing, I mean, it's just a finalizing the book, that's all it is.
All right. The mixed of fields, and actually, so the mixed of fields and the Woodland Park improvements, I reached out to Anita, and she wanted me to reach out to the Parks Facility Committee, so I did that to at least get the ball rolling there. In addition, though, I think we need to have a small conversation about the mixed of fields, because I don't think it was understood what kind of impact and when the impact would happen when the construction started. So it was pretty much immediate, they're unusable, and youth softball, youth little league, women's softball, and soccer have all been affected because of this. So we've been kind of doing a little bit of a scramble to make sure that everybody is where they belong. Is that what you're here for, Beth? Would you like to speak now?
Sure, sorry about my tardiness, I was at baseball myself. I just, let me just sit, can I stay? Just-
Whatever, that's fine.
It's not home, right? We've had bone of contention for Mixter for many years. We came back to town, used Mixter. Wasn't aware. I have to now go to Sterling again to see if we can use a field, and I have to pay extra money for insurance. I didn't bank that when I started my registration. So I don't know if we can adjust some kind of payment to kind of alleviate some of that extra fundage that I didn't realize that I was going to have to do this year for the fields. So it's gonna cost me an extra $300 to use Sterling plus the insurance.
What was that again?
300 to use Sterling plus.
Yeah, I have to pay an extra $100 to get insurance for Sterling as well.
Yeah.
As West Boylston. So it's an extra $100 that I didn't have to spend last year, as well as to use a Sterling field will cost me between $200 and $250. And right now I'm paying $1,600. So I don't know if there's anything that can be done to help defray some of that cost.
So what's your total cost over what you expected to pay?
It's an extra
$350?
$300.
3 to 350?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So does anybody want to make a motion to give women's softball a $300, $350 discount?
Give
this
you a
year?
gift certificate.
Yeah, to use field. A credit.
Yeah, we'll give you a credit for next year. How's that sound, for $350?
For next year.
Yeah,
So
well,
still pay, no, I'm just asking, so
Doesn't help with this.
Yeah, I don't,
can't do it.
well, I'm thinking it would probably be better, I don't know what kind of cash situation they
You
have.
need the
It would
money?
probably be
because I've
better.
already done without, I mean, I usually try to do the fees so that's reasonable for people to play, and
So you need the
I
money.
didn't count in that extra $300 I'd have to spend. Because
Yeah,
really,
but-
we don't carry it over any balance, it's just a recreational league, I mean, it's
Right.
not,
I'll make a motion, we give you a $350 refund.
Well, you haven't paid yet, right?
I haven't paid yet.
Yeah, so they could
Refund.
deduct because she hasn't had her registration.
I mean,
so
I'm only
it's
asking for
$350.
$300.
There is a late fee, you know.
Well, what is,
What?
There is a late fee.
Wait, she hasn't started yet.
what is, what is your total cost, 3 or 350?
Well,
Or it's still up in the air?
I'm $350, but I'm only asking for a $300 discount.
Well, let's just do the 350.
Yeah. Up to 350, and do
I
350.
just make the motion for 350 and
Okay.
call
Make
it a
the
day.
motion for 350.
I got a second.
Second.
Any further discussion?
No.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. So yeah, so once you figure out what you actually owe, just subtract the 350. And you guys are the insurance that goes until June 1st, right, or
Right.
May
so I-
31st, so June 1st starts you, so,
Correct.
right, at that point, just, if you can give me a copy of the insurance.
Yes.
That'd be good. So,
Do you want, when do you need the payment scheduled by? Do you want to hold at the same time, June 1st?
sure. If you have it then, that's, I mean, I don't know how your registration, well, actually, you're gonna be starting by then, right, so it's,
June 6th, we start June 6th.
okay,
It's a Wednesday.
sure. All right,
And we've always said with high school or, like if there's a high school or if there's a playoff game at the girls' field or we've always negotiated that for the kids.
sure.
Now, the shuffling that we're doing because of the Mixter being closed, is that going to affect them in any other way?
I don't foresee if they're only gonna get the 3 fields now, instead of the 4. I
I'm
don't,
calling in favor of Sterling, so if anyone knows anyone in Sterling that, can put a not worded for me, thanks. Because it's kind of late to ask for a field, in May, so.
right. And I don't think that, well, if anybody else had a inconvenience because of the mixter, these other fields are used on Wednesdays anyway, so they were hers anyway, so there shouldn't be any other conflict that's gonna affect women's
No, I'm
softball.
just curious. All right.
I'm a thorn in your side, all right, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine, I mean,
I'm
this is
very-
just an issue that we were all dealing with unexpectedly, really.
Right.
I mean, we always knew that there would be some kind of disruption, but no one really could tell us.
That quick.
Well, we didn't realize it would be that quick, and, we didn't know, how, what part of the project that would be affecting us and everything else.
Thank you.
So, you're welcome. That being said, we also have the potential of having fall soccer, which I don't think they've done their permit yet. They plan on coming soon.
I think the registration just opened today.
Yeah, so they're most likely going to need this practice field up, the high school football practice field as well.
Well, as long as we can, you're going to have the football team up there too, so.
Agreed, so
We'll
it's
work that
gonna
out.
get some extra use, and we're gonna have to figure out times and conflicts and when they need it and when football gets off of it.
And they get off at 6 o'clock every night,
Football?
football.
So if they need it earlier, depending on the age and size of the kids, maybe we look at the outfield.
Yeah, the smaller kids, yeah. Or, I know.
We're gonna have to figure something out.
Yeah, there are other places too, but.
Maybe they'll use Goodale more because at the time, in the past, that was only available, they reserved it for, it was basically Wednesdays and makeups. They're off of it by the time these Wednesdays start. So we'll have to just work with them when they bring the permit to figure out where they can be.
We'll figure it out.
So I think that's really the biggest thing in Mixter, the few other things that we're gonna have to shuffle around, the women's softball, and then we'll go to the Parks Facility Committee so that hopefully we can
Now, you said
make it
the
a really
Park-
nice field.
Parks
That would
Facilities,
be great.
Parks Facilities is looking at Mixter.
Yeah, Mixter and Woodland, per our ask last time, right? So I sent the email to Pat Indowish, and we'll see where it goes, and I guess, I'm assuming the next steps would be they would set up a meeting, and then we would start discussing
Go from there.
ideas.
Do we want to do anything with the track?
I don't think so. I think right now, with the projects going on, the lack of field space and everything else, what we want to do at Mixta, talked about at Woodland, I think we got enough on our plate before we start looking at an expensive project like that. unless anybody thinks any
Well,
differently.
we can look at it, but this, about
Well,
the extent of it.
Well, it's probably then another task for
that's
the
gonna be a
Parks
big
Facility
project,
Committee
you
then.
know,
Right.
and that'd be a good project for the Parks Facilities to do, as long as they keep in contact with us when we know what's going on.
Well, we have representation on that. It's me and Gary, right? You're on that?
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay. All right, the Goodale sign we talked about, the all-purpose fields and sections. Butch, do you have anything added to that, or is that a Butch action item?
All purpose, the siding and stairs.
Yeah, or is that us?
You know, there's something about that place. I've talked to probably 3 or 4 different siding guys that I see as I'm driving around. Stop and talk to them, they say, oh yeah, we'll take a look at it, never hear from them again. So I don't know, we gotta do the roof up there, and I was gonna call the same guy that did the roof at the pavilion above the tennis courts, and have him look at it. It's not a big deal, there's not a lot of shingles there, it's a very small roof.
Can we do it ourselves?
Yeah, we could, yeah.
Is that something that
I
you
don't know.
wanna do, Butch, or?
When you say ourselves,
I
you
don't know if I have any roofers, but I think Bill's probably pretty good at it.
put Wild Bill up there,
Maybe, now this is the football field. main
concession stand, yeah.
And when did they start using that?
No,
Will they
September,
use it for track?
no. Well, they store stuff in it, but it's,
So
they start actually,
when School starts?
yeah, my fear is that the roof is so bad that I'm thinking it's leaking, and I haven't been up there to look at the second floor, but,
So it might need plywood as well, with
Yeah.
shingles?
yeah, either that or it hasn't got to it yet, and I don't want it to, so that we really need to get some new shingles on there, because there are a lot of them that are missing. They blew off during the winter.
Do you have equipment to do that? Like staging and stuff? Because I mean, it's not exactly a kind of roof that you can just go on.
You know, it's pretty high up there. I don't have any staging.
I've got staging. They want to borrow it.
Well, now we're into all these new OSHA rules. I don't know if you realize.
That might not be,
We're under OSHA now, so we have to be very.
somebody
careful.
else's
to
staging
you.
might not
I
be
got it.
covered under insurance either.
Probably better off contracting it out, safer anyway.
Well, that's what I've been trying to do, but I'm not having much luck. I do need to get a hold of this guy and find out. Why don't you give me another meeting, and I'll see if I can get somebody lined up to do
Yeah,
it.
I'll ask Mike if he knows anybody.
Well, I guess get like Tip Top, they're good.
Tip Top, and the other guy was up Prospect Street from you, up near
Yeah.
the guy that did the pavilion for us. He
Right.
did a good job.
Yeah, we're there, nobody can get hurt, and I can't see Wild Bill hanging off of that thing.
Front-
I can see it, that's the problem.
I know it's pretty high.
All right, Steve is still working on that. All right, the Woodland Tennis Courts, do we need to keep this on the agenda for now, or, I mean, it's closed until we figure out what we're gonna do, right?
I think it
Not
could
really
be-
much to talk about.
Removed, it's chained up, and
Yeah,
Yeah, you've closed that up, right, Butch?
Yeah, the people are complaining, but it's closed.
Well, they should complain louder to someone that can do something, because it's a mess.
It is, and it's the
And it's
people that are
not
complaining,
safe.
the ones that make it a mess.
We know what we want to do up there? I mean, we should probably
Well, I
have that
mean-
discussion at some point in time. You know, we got tennis courts there, and we got basketball courts, small basketball court. We need to decide if that's what we want to put up there again, or do we want to go to something else more popular?
Well, I'm thinking that we already have tennis and basketball courts, pretty nice ones, that we, you know, do a good job at maintaining and keeping up. So, I don't know that a lot of people would want to use more tennis courts. I don't know if they're always packed or not. I mean, is
I
that,
think the only people that use those courts, even when they were open, were the schools. Once that's done, they put a picnic table in the middle of the place and
where, Woodland?
run the dogs
I
in there.
verified Woodland, that the school doesn't use Woodland.
Oh, you
for
did?
the tennis, yeah.
Well, they're not using it this year because it's locked.
Right.
I know they used it in previous years.
But lately, according to AD, and they're not using it. So, I mean, I'm in favor of a deck hockey rink. And use, if you need all of the tennis courts area and where that other basketball court is.
Could we put something on the agenda for the next meeting where we could have maybe a half an hour or 15 minutes, half an hour discussion on what, maybe make a list of what we could put up there and then see if we can narrow it down?
Yeah,
That way there, if Parks Facilities is interested in getting into it, at least we know what we want to do.
sure. Maybe everybody should just try to come up with a few ideas so we can at least see where the common ideas are and throw something at it.
I wonder if there's anything in the survey that was taken by the town.
I think I have the, that's in the open space and rec plan, I believe. So I'll have to look through my emails from Vinny and see if, I
Give you a list right
don't know if
there.
the survey results are in it, but I'm sure I can probably get them from him. All right, that brings us to committee updates. Parks Facility Committee hasn't met, and you missed the open space meeting, right? So we don't really have anything new on that,
No.
other than they're still working on this plan, I think, to
Yeah,
finalize it.
they're gonna, it's finalized now, it's just to get the thing to print, and it's, you know, it's done.
All right. Any other member requests besides the Woodland discussion?
No.
No?
No.
All right, our next meeting is June 11th. The one after that would be in July.
After the 4th.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe after the 4th.
Yeah, go make a good vacation week.
4th is a Wednesday, so I mean, we could do the 9th or the 16th.
About the 9th.
That's fine with me.
Ninth
July
is good.
9th.
9th work for you?
Looks like the 9th works for me.
All right.
See you later, Butch. Thanks.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Butch.
Butch.
Thanks, Butch.
All right. With that, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion, we adjourn?
Second.
Second, third, whatever. We're done.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.